actually have something very, very positive for you tonight. But we have to go back to the amazing dishonesty coming from the hard left of the Tea Party. And it's nothing new. Tea parties are overwhelmingly filled with concerned citizens who just care about the principles of our country and the principles that we were founded on. But the extreme left, and quite honestly, some in the progressive right, just can't sit by and idly let the truth be told, so they have to jump into action. The Center for American Progress, fueled by their millions of dollars of money from George Soros, produced a new video. It was supposed to show the very worst racism from millions of people who have been involved with the Tea Parties. Now, if you watch the media, you might expect it to be 4,000 hours long, but no. The most they could squeeze out of their false premise was 43 seconds of supposed Tea Party racism. But they couldn't fill all the 43 seconds with different races, so they had to repeat the same people over and over again. One example is this idiot. Watch the clips from the video.
I'm a proud racist. I'm white. Proud to be a racist.
Oh, proud to be. Is he racist? Yes. Yes. Do I want him around me? No. But what happens to people like this when they go to a Tea Party? Let's watch the part of the video that they edited out.
I'm with the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan. We are a white unit.
Well, you don't represent the Tea Party, sir. And
What is the Tea Party?
Definitely we don't like swastikas. Race has nothing to do with this, sir. We're here protesting policy.
Your tasks in order to get minority.
We're here protesting policy, sir. I don't care what race anybody is. The Tea Party doesn't concern itself with race. Please, at least turn the shirt inside out. Because you have a swastika on your shirt, sir.
You don't represent our group.
I need people and everybody to know that you're not with us. That's why I'm here confronting you. You're not with us.
You know the best thing you can do? So let's just gather around and pray for him.
Well,
Teach your brother.
Here, learn this. That sign on the back of your shirt is disgusting.
That is a sign of love. Study your history.
Ask 6 million Jews if it's a sign of love.
Okay. You hear the Tea Party people cheer? You see, this racist was not accepted by Tea Party members. He was berated by them. In fact, he was chased out of that event. All from the exact same video that the Center for American Progress pulled their clips from. That's weird. They knew this moron was emphatically rejected by the Tea Parties, but they put that clip in there anyway. They also included a clip from a rally in 2006, which is weird. They later had to apologize for using this clip because, well, the Tea Party didn't exist in 2006. That's weird. If this was a hapless 17-year-old blogger, you might expect the sloppiness and disregard for the truth, because that's what bloggers do. But this is the Center for American Progress. The head of the organization is John Podesta. By the way, in case you don't know who John Podesta is, he was the co-chair of Obama's transition team, where he, quote, coordinated the priorities of the incoming administration's agenda, oversaw the development of its policies. The Freedom of Information Act requests that have revealed the administration is running its responses of energy policy through the Center for the American Progress before they release them to the public. They're consulting those people. The Wall Street Journal has documented how the Center for American Progress directed Obama's administration's response to the oil spill. This isn't a silly mistake. They are so tied into the White House, President Obama might as well have been sitting in front of iMovie doing the editing himself. There's one more important thing to watch in this video. Watch this very, very closely. Watch closely or you'll miss it. Here it is.
I'm a proud racist. I'm white.
Afro-Leninism! I'm sorry, did you catch that? Please bring up the still. Now, what does it have to do with racism? There's a woman standing there. Thank God for Glenn Beck. You might notice she didn't even spell my name correctly, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm a bad speller, too. Here she is. Where's the racism? There are no hoods, no swastikas, no burning crosses, nothing. It's just a split second, my name and God, in a subliminal flash, jammed in between two racist comments. Goebbels used to do this with Jews and rats. It's the most basic rule of propaganda, developed at the beginning of the progressive era by progressives in this country, and perfected, I don't know, what was it, 75 years ago? You create a villain, you surround them with horrible imagery, and you hope the audience associates them with the surrounding content. America, you better make sure you know what you believe in, because we have this kind of propaganda happening, and we have a president who says he can assassinate terrorists. This is what you're up against. Organizations like this, with access to the highest office and the access to the deepest pockets, we follow those deep pockets even further. Next.
40 days and 40 nights. What will you do between now and 8/28? The steps you need to take before you stand on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. Next.
We were just talking about George Soros. Oh, yeah. George Soros and his Soros-funded attack campaigns. Here's another fun one I want to show you now.
Would you support a leader who said Jesus' teachings can lead to Nazism? Or who attacks Christian pastors for preaching the full gospel? Then why do so many Christians tune in to Glenn Beck? By deriding pastors who preach the justice taught by Jesus and the prophets, Glenn Beck has urged listeners to follow his piecemeal gospel.
My goodness, I hate that guy, even though it's me. I'm gonna rethink my whole life, George. Yeah. They got me there, even though I never really ever said anything like the teachings of Jesus would lead to Nazism. Never. But I am relieved to see, though, that George Soros' $450,000 investment in Faith in Public Life, which hosts the online group that ran this ad, by the way, is paying off with these anti-Glenn Beck ads. Oh, and here's just a few of the folks that we found on the board of Faith in Public Life. You're going to love this. These cats are great. Okay, we have Rabbi Steve. He's an activist, organizer, an advocate for social justice on the Soros-funded. That's great. Let's see. We have Sister Catherine, social justice. And then we have Fred, love Fred. He's a fellow at the, Center for American Progress. And then Reverend Doctor. You got two. Senior fellow at the Center for American Progress. It's the usual suspect. With all of that social justice experience, they must really know what the gospel of Jesus Christ is all about. When I first heard the ad, first I said, you're the problem. And then I realized, no. So I checked out their website to learn more about Jesus. Since I have it so wrong, well, on their front page, we found that healthcare was mentioned 28 times. That's great, isn't it? Immigration was mentioned 12 times. Climate justice 10 times. Social justice was mentioned 11 times. Glenn Beck, I hate that guy. He was mentioned 13 times. Almost the big winner. And Jesus, of course, he was mentioned 100. I'm kidding. 0. None. That's weird. Not even a mention for the J-Man. Of course, then again, might be like golf and low score wins. You rock, Jesus. I don't care what religion you are, but you can see what's going on with this group, funded by George Soros, whose leaders include those that I just listed, as well as Obama's spiritual advisor, yes, Jim Wallace. He's the founder of Sojourners Magazine. Yeah. Which, by the way, guess who one of the big funders of Sojourners is? George Soros. How weird. So how do we fight this? Well, with the truth. That's the first thing we do. We tell the truth. We live our life with the truth. And you don't let people divide us. Look, this is so far beyond me, so far beyond you. As I got onto stage for my keynote speech at our final American Revival tour stop in Salt Lake City on Saturday, I looked at David Barton, who was with me. He was the only one there, and I left and I said, David, can you find out how many days there are until 8/28? The words 40 days and 40 nights kept going through my head. When I came off stage, David said to me, Glenn, there are 42 days left until the Restoring Honor event in Washington. That was Saturday, which means today marks 40 days and 40 nights until 828. If you've ever gone to Sunday school, you know the significance of the number 40 in the Bible. Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. The Israelites wandered in the desert for 40 years. Noah, rain, 40 days, 40 nights. It's good cleansing time.